Baxi?
Baxi are a genuine British manufacturer of heating and hot water products. Over 100 years of manufacturing experience, recently purchased by the BD Arthur Meir Group, or as we're known as the BD Arthur Meir Group, third highest turnover or largest manufacturer of heating and hot water products in Europe. Many different guises in mainland Europe, but predominantly in the UK. Baxi, as the brand everybody knows, traditionally built up on the back boiler throughout the sort of 60s, 70s and onwards, up until it's ceased manufacturing in sort of early 2000s. A bit of a trooper of a product, and we built a name on that.
You have several different technologies coming out for boilers that are very efficient. Could you tell me first about kind of your general duogen boiler?
Yep. Our basic, or when I say basic, our more mainstream product is the Baxi GA range of products. They come in the guise of the Neatatec cupboard fit combi boiler, the Geotec combi boiler, and the Baxi Megaflow system boiler. And what these products have is some genuinely cutting-edge technology, making them more efficient than any other combi boiler. Wider modulation ranges, which helps with the level of insulation going into properties. Retrofit, predominantly new build, you don't need a highest output, but you still need the demand or the flow of the hot water. Therefore, our boilers with a wider modulation can get down low enough for the heat demand without burning gas you don't need to burn, but meeting the hot water demand. With the intelligent controls, we almost start to load and manage your system. Rather than peaks and troughs, it's more levelled out on the system. Gas adaptive technology, dual fuel, the boiler will do LPG or natural gas. What it does though, and it consistently does, is it tests the quality of the gas going into the product, continually recommissioning itself, allowing the boiler to stay efficient throughout its lifespan. Annual service helps that, but what we are saying, or what we can commit to, is there'll be a minimum drop-off in efficiency from the day it goes in to the day it comes out.
And could you talk a bit more about the EcoGen product?
The Baxi EcoGen are as we like to call it, Baxi EcoBling. This is a product here. Basically, a Potterton 18 kilowatt auxiliary heat source and a 6 kilowatt thermal output from a Stirling engine. The Potterton boiler is auxiliary, tried and tested in the marketplace, thousands fitted in this area with the Aberdeenshire Council tender project. Tried and tested, very, very reliable, but you don't really, that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is the Stirling engine. 200-year-old or over 200 years old technology. Reverend Stirling invented this product. It's a sealed unit, freestanding piston. For every 6 kilowatts of thermal output to either your hot water or your heating system, you get 1 kilowatt of electricity. Perfect for the domestic setting. Covers your base load about 800 watts. When your wife puts on a tumble dryer, it won't cover that, but it will cover the base load of 800 watts, lighting, etc. Very unique, first product to be introduced in a domestic variant in the UK, and I think it's a fantastic tool, not only in contributing to your fuel bills, access and feed-in tariff, but it's absolutely fantastic in targeting fuel poor areas. It is what that product's designed for, and it will go mainstream in some of these technically fuel poor areas.
And then kind of changing gears, look at biomass boilers.
Yes. We have, I would say, quite a flexible range of biomass boilers. We have a 12 kilowatt floor standing, almost feature biomass unit. That works in conjunction with a domestic hot water cylinder, no need for buffer tanks, etc. Fully modulating unit, which is fantastic, because what that does is it burns like a gas combi boiler. It modulates, it goes up and down. It doesn't just dump the heat load and then you live with the heat load coming out of a radiator or just burning it in the atmosphere. Fantastically flexible, good feature in the room. That product there was designed for sort of retrofit solid fuel areas, off gas, council contracts, but equally in new build where you need the SAP, you need a wee SAP boost at on-off gas areas. Fantastic solution. Going over and above that, we had a couple of products there. That was the Baxi Geoflo I was discussing there. We've got the Baxi Interview Solar, which is a log burning unit, and the multi-heat, which is a pellet burner. Slightly bigger outputs, going up to 43 and 48 kilowatts, but under the commercial, so we stay in the domestic arena. They are slightly more industrial looking, but what they're perfect for is off-gas areas where they're used to using oil or LPG. They've probably got area to store a bigger unit. They've got area for their fuel, and I think we've got a very flexible biomass offer, accessible through the proper supply chain, accessible for our current existing Baxi customers.
Yeah. I suppose looking down the road, do you see this type of technology really playing an impact 5, 10, 15 years from now? Will it be in every home?
I think where we are just now is we've taken a step back and looked at the market. I think we had a gas boiler market. That was our bread and butter. That's what we know. That's what we manufacture, and we're taking every single bit of efficiency we can out of that. Accessories such as flue gas heat recovery, just taking everything we can out of that. The solution just now in the mainstream is a on-gas solution, is gas boilers, and that's what we know and that's what we've learned. What we are doing though is we're looking to the future. The Baxi EcoGen is probably just a bit early for the market, but they know it's a gas boiler installation as far as they're concerned, and it's a stepping stone to the likes of hydrogen fuel cells. In terms of widespread use of these products and specifications, I think on new build you have to understand the commercial pressures that people are under just now, and therefore the best solution that they can get through in the building regulations at the least cost is the best solution. From a carbon conscious point of view, I think there's certain funding available for offshore projects. Great, and that's where your biomass with Dumfries and Galloway Housing Partnership comes in. Fife Council look at the EcoGen. Stirling Council actually have EcoGens installed and have tested them. I think not one product or technology can be shoehorned into either retrofit or new build. I think we have to mix and match. We have to assess every development or unit on their own merits, and then we have to tailor it. What I think 10 years down the line, I think we'll see a lot of fuel cells and the familiarity with fuel cells. I think 15 years down the line, I think we'll have to look at integrating systems with, rather than one bolt-on technology, I think you'll have to look at storing the excess energy, almost becoming independent of the grid, dare I say it.